And here is the Writer's Almanac for Thursday, October the 3rd, 2019. It's the birthday of Emily Post, born in Baltimore, 1873, who wrote about etiquette. Emily Post, who said, "Manners are a sensitive awareness of the feelings of others. If you have that awareness, you have good manners, no matter what fork you use." And it was on this date in 1849 Edgar Allan Poe was found unconscious outside a tavern in Baltimore. According to the man who found him, he was in great distress and in need of immediate assistance. He'd been en route from Richmond to Philadelphia, and he was found on Lombard Street outside Ryan's Tavern, dressed in dirty, ill-fitting clothing, taken to the hospital, lapsed in and out of a coma, died 4 days later. Because he'd been found outside a tavern, people assumed that Edgar Allan Poe was drunk, and so the temperance movement made an example of him. Poe did have his problems with drink. He was liable to become very ill after only a couple of drinks, but he did have long periods of sobriety. He was aware of his problem. And so there's been speculation about the cause of his death. It was election day, and the tavern was a polling place, and there was a theory that a political gang had kidnapped him and drugged him and beat him and forced him to vote repeatedly at different ballot boxes all over the city. It was a custom at the time. It was called cooping. When Poe was found, his clothes were dirty and didn't really fit him, and he was a man who had always prided himself on his neat and stylish appearance. There's a relatively recent theory that says Poe might have died of rabies. Dr. Michael Benitez, a cardiologist at the University of Maryland, looked at Poe's case and said that first-person accounts of Poe's last days make a strong case for rabies. He was disoriented, he refused water, and hydrophobia is another common symptom of rabies infection. But in the absence of an autopsy report, there is no way to say for sure what caused his death. Here's a poem for today by Anita Pulier, Rush Hour. Dressed for work, silk blouse, gold necklace, short pleated skirt, sheer black stockings, backless high heel summer sandals. She waits with hordes of subway commuters. As the doors open, she raises her sandaled foot to step into the train, then watches as her shoe slips off and tumbles down the dark gap between train and platform. Doors about to close, she makes her decision to continue one-shoed, improvising a one-footed ballet on the grimy stage of a speeding express train. All eyes are now on her choreography, her on-point shoelessness, her uneven grace and courage. An entire subway car watching this debut, questioning how will she navigate the station, the stairs, this bumpy ride, the world above. She smiles, buoyed by their curiosity, which feels very close to kindness, concentrates on squealing loudspeakers, spewing unintelligible words about her shoe, her bare stockinged foot, her life, her talent for missteps, feels the cold, grimy floor under pointed, cramping toes, convinced kindness has now turned exposed and defeated before the day has barely begun. The poem entitled Rush Hour by Anita Pulier from her collection Perfect Diet, published by Finishing Line Press and used by permission here on the Writer's Almanac. Be well, do good work, and keep in touch.